Hello everyone, I'm AJ, and you're watching SPSN News, your source for all Spotswood, Milltown, Helmetta, and other world news. This past summer has been a memorable one. Certainly it goes without saying that we are broadcasting in a virtual way. During the week we are online in a digital Zoom classroom. Here we are able to communicate with one another, share files, write, and produce our program. We have news clips from our television production students lined up for you all at home, so sit back and relax as we tell you about all local and world news.
Thank you, AJ. Hi, I'm Phelan Conroy, and today I'm going to be talking about the LGBTQ plus community. During the month of October, it is Pride History Month. This is a perfect time to inform and educate yourself on the LGBTQ plus community. Today I will help inform you about the upcoming month of June, which is Pride Month. This month is very important to the LGBTQ plus community and its allies because it is a month full of acceptance, love, and diversity. Every June there are parades and parties filling cities celebrating Pride internationally, but due to COVID-19 things may be done a little differently this year. Many cities that usually host major parades and parties up and down their streets will be having online specials and celebrations. This may take away from the fun of the events, but always remember this month should be filled with love and acceptance. Thank you. I'm Phelan Conroy. Back to you, AJ.
Welcome back to the SPSN News, where we pride ourselves in being your source for world and local news. Now here is Ryan with the weather and a story on radio. Ryan?
Thanks, AJ. Here's your 7-day forecast. This week will be mostly cloudy, with some chances of rain. Thursday will have a high of 76. Friday will have a high of 69. Saturday will have a high of 71, and temperatures will drop drastically on Sunday, with a high of 59. Monday will have a high of 62, and Tuesday and Wednesday will have rain showers in the morning, with temperatures in the 60s. That's your weather news for this week. And now for my topic this week, radio. Radio is a big part of SPSN, so we thought it would be fitting to talk about the history of radio. Radio waves were first discovered and studied by a German physicist named Heinrich Hertz in 1886. At the time, there was no practical use for these waves until Guglielmo Marconi developed transmitters and receivers between 1895 and 1896. By 1899, Marconi had sent signals across the English Channel, and in 1902, he achieved the first transatlantic radio telegraph message. 4 years later, the first radio broadcast would be made by a Canadian inventor, Reginald Fessenden, on December 24th, 1906. Back to you, AJ.
Thank you, Ryan. Now let's go to a segment I like to call Song of the Day.
Thank you, AJ. Hello, everyone. My name is Jaden, and welcome back to Song of the Day, a segment where we discuss the background of some songs from previous decades. Last week, we discussed Thriller by Michael Jackson, and this week, the song is Livin' on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. This song is a well-known classic. I mean, who hasn't heard of it? But what are some things you didn't know about the song? First off, the characters mentioned in the song, Tommy and Gina, were based off a real-life situation Desmond had encountered in the late 70s with his now ex-girlfriend Maria Vidal, whom he was living with at the time. This song also struck a chord with America's youth, especially the ones living in good old New Jersey. The Jovi song from the 2000s, It's My Life, consisting of two characters from this track, are mentioned in the line. This is for the ones who stood their ground for Tommy and Gina who never backed down. Lastly, at the 2010 Grammy Awards, Bon Jovi performed this song as a result of fan favorite. As the show progressed, viewers were asked to choose which song the band would perform, Livin' on a Prayer, It's My Life, or Always. Vote totals were not divulged, but it is likely that this fan favorite won in a landslide. That's all for Song of the Day. Back to you, AJ.
Thanks, AJ. Hi, I'm Jack Reed, and I want to talk today about the awful natural disasters that 2020 has seen. First, let's talk about hurricanes. The Atlantic hurricane season has been rough so far, and doesn't even officially end until November 30th. This year could break or tie a record of the most named hurricanes with 2005. It has been the second time where the official alphabetical list of hurricane names has been used up, meaning that we've had to use the Greek alphabet. And Hurricane Delta landfall will also be the first time a Greek alphabet named hurricane has made landfall in the U.S. I guess we'll have to see what comes next. Next for wildfires. California has had its worst wildfires this year, with fires burning more than 4 million acres across California. 5 of the 6 fires have been some of the largest they've seen. Overall, 2020 has experienced 16 natural disasters that have costed at least $1 billion in damage. Hopefully nothing worse comes and no more damage gets done, and hopefully any damage that has been done gets resolved quickly. That's all for now. Back to you, AJ.
Thanks, Jack. This is SPSN News, and we'll be back after this.
With the COVID-19 pandemic still a major issue in society today, people are designing many new innovative products to help get us through. One of these is the Servi. The Servi is a robot server that can be used at restaurants to serve food and drinks to tables. This product was invented and designed by Bear Robotics as well as SoftBank Robotics Group, and is currently being tested in Japan and China. This product is approximately 3.5 feet tall and can hold up to 66 pounds, which is a large amount for a robot to hold. The Servi is able to navigate restaurants in tight spaces because of the multiple 3D cameras as well as using LiDAR technology, which is similar to radar. With this technology, Servi is able to sense the location of objects as well as how far or close the object is located. In addition to the device being able to navigate by itself, it also has the capability of being controlled remotely by a tablet. With the ability to work 8 to 12 hours on a single charge, this robot is capable of working full-time. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think that robots will be taking precious jobs, or are they only here to help humans? Either way, this is an intuitive and breathtaking invention. Back to you, AJ.
Thanks, Dylan. You are viewing and listening to SPSN News. Back after this.
Thank you, Anthony. Salutations, fabulous folk. Winter here, bringing you the newest and latest news in the wondrous world of theater. Although the realm of drama has the reputation of engulfing audience members into a world other than their own, this experience, once available to the public, has been abruptly halted due to the inability to perform live due to the current pandemic caused by COVID-19. With this obstacle, it has been officially announced that Broadway, one of the most well-known places where the performing arts can thrive, will continue to stay dark through the rest of 2020, as well as through May of 2021. For those not familiar with theater terminology, the phrase "to stay dark" refers to the act of the lights that usually illuminate both the stage and overall street of Broadway will be shut off due to no performances being available to the public. Wipe away those tears, theater kids. Although this may be your worst nightmare, no worries, there is hope. Just like us, all performers are stuck at home, quarantining to keep themselves and others safe. One thing to be appreciated about the performing arts, no matter the location, theater will continue to thrive. Although you may not be able to have that live Broadway experience you have always hoped for, many performers have gone virtual and continue to produce live productions through Zoom as well as many other kinds of media. Speaking of media, our saviors, Netflix, Disney Plus, and Amazon Prime now have many Broadway performances filmed and ready to be viewed. If you do not have any of these services, go to YouTube and search for the channel The Show Must Go On. This channel has been verified by YouTube as a prime source of live Broadway performances as well as playlists and soundtracks. Although it tears my heart in two the fact that we cannot appreciate these performances in person, we at least have the luxury to enjoy the performing arts from afar. Yes, the show must go on, but every story has an end. As for COVID-19, there will come a day where the curtains will close, the audience will applaud, not for the pandemic, but for the strength we found in one another. And that, my dears, is what theater is all about. Stay safe, be kind, and thanks for your time. Back to you, Anthony.
Welcome back to SPSN News, and now to sports. Hi, I'm AJ Lagakis, and today I'll be giving you an update on sports. For Spotswood Sports, the Spotswood Chargers football team lost against St. Thomas Aquinas 54-14. They fall to 1-2 on the season. The Chargers boys soccer team won 3-0 at St. Thomas Aquinas to improve their record to 2-3-1. The Chargers girls soccer team beat Middlesex 7-2 and improved their record to 3-0-1 on the season. The Chargers girls tennis team played their final match of their season on October 15th at Highland Park and won 3-2 to finish 3-2 on the season. In professional sports, starting with the NFL, we have the New York Giants. The Giants beat the Washington football team 20-19 to notch their first win of the season and improve to 1-5 in a terrible division. Hopefully they can win Thursday night against the Eagles. That is also the final debate night between Trump and Biden. The Jets, however, dropped to 0-6 with a 24-0 loss at Miami. The NHL has hit the offseason, so we'll hopefully see you January 1st, the supposed start of the next season. In the MLB, the New York Yankees were eliminated in Game 5 of the ALDS, losing 2-1 at Tampa Bay. The World Series matchup between the AL champion Tampa Bay Rays and the NL champion Los Angeles Dodgers begins October 20th for Game 1. And the final score of that game, was 8-3, the Dodgers over the Tampa Bay Rays. And in the NBA, the Los Angeles Lakers beat the Miami Heat 106-93 to win in 6 games to claim their 17th title and tie first all-time with Boston in NBA titles. That's all for sports, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, AJ. Social media is very useful and it helps us all. Social media helps us know a lot of news around us, starting from weather to political news for every day. Social media also keeps us entertained all the time. Wherever you are, whenever you are, just a smart device as a smartphone and internet connection can make you entertained for hours and hours. It also helps us learn new information in just a few minutes. We can also use social media to chat with friends and family. This would be so useful in situations like what we are in now, in a pandemic where we can't see each other in real life. That's also social media. Back to you, AJ.
That's all we have for SPSN News for this week. We'll see you next time.